Hello, everyone. NB Geek. Wow. I hope everyone is having an awesome Saturday. This is going to just be a little Saturday reflection on, well, it has been a week. And go figure, got to mute that part of it. So let's kind of dive into what's been going on this week. Let's see. So start with CNN Plus. $100 million streaming platform CNN made. Uh, Spent all that money, brought people like Chris Wallace and Brian Skelter, and I think somebody else on there. They wanted you to pay $6 a month for just a news service. And here we are, less than a month later, and they are shutting it down. Going to do some reorganizing, going to figure out how to, I guess, unfuck this massive loss. Now, as far as the big wigs, I don't really give a damn about them. Most of them are going to be fine. It's too bad for more of the rank and file people who probably did work hard on this. Unfortunately, that is how things go sometimes. Sometimes people just, it ain't going to work. There are so many streaming services now, you'd start to think you almost might as well go back to cable or satellite at this point, be about the same damn price. I mean, I've actually heard people say that. They're like, what's the point of all this? I guess it depends on what you want. But yeah, I'm not paying $6 for a news service. I mean, especially not CNN. I wouldn't even pay that. I wouldn't pay that for Fox or any of these mainstream people because they don't do news. They just they do mostly opinion pieces. And that's fine if they just admit they're opinion pieces and they're not actual news journalists. Then hey, at least then I could have a little respect for them. Not much, but definitely a little bit. But yeah, spent all that time, effort building this platform, and now it's gone. And streaming services aren't doing too well for Netflix either. Netflix, let's go ahead and go into this one. So Netflix's stock, where did I see it at? Is dropped a lot, like a few hundred or so points in the last, few months over the year. They've been slowly going down, going down, going down. And then all of a sudden, there's this massive sell off of people, just the stock tanking. So this one was new to me. I didn't even realize this. So I guess this is because Netflix is looking to clamp down on password sharing. This is coming from CNN Business. The short thing is they're talking about adding things like extra member profile transfer that'll just be a little bit more than your standard fee. And that's probably a lot of people saying, no, I'm not going to pay extra for what I've already been doing for years just because, now you decide you want to you want to change up the formula that you've been letting go for a long time. And I'm sorry to say, there's really not that much to watch. We've all kind of watched everything that was good on Netflix over the last 2 years that has come on. We've all seen it. We've all seen, we've seen Silent Sea. We've seen, what was that other one that everybody liked? Uh, Squid Game, that was another one. But we've all pretty much seen the new stuff that's been coming out. And yeah, a lot of the stuff on there now just is not really sparking anybody's interest. At least far as I can tell, I'm not seeing anything new coming on that's very exciting or very interesting. So Netflix, I mean, honestly, a lot of us, my family, we're all watching shows we've watched years ago. My kids are all watching shows that they've seen before because there's nothing interesting currently on for their age group. I'm back to watching Leverage from TNT because I love the damn show. So yeah, there's just not much. I think more people are spending more time, listening to content on YouTube nowadays than they really are going and dealing with Netflix, which is fine. If you don't want to pay the money for Netflix, I go for it. If you want to keep it, fine. I don't support telling people they should cut or boycott. I don't do that. It's not my thing. I prefer people to have individual choices in what they want to do. That's honestly funny because majority of the things that they always say they want to boycott, they really don't think. Boycott Coke, boycott Pepsi. You might want to look at the umbrella of everything that is a part of those. Disney Plus is not doing Disney. Oh boy. Let's talk about Disney. Let's talk about Disney World. I know most of you know what's been going on. You know about the bill that passed in Florida that Disney did not say anything about when the bill was getting until whatever some minor blue land whales decided to run their mouth and tell Disney you're not doing enough. You need to be doing more about this bill. This bill is bad. This bill is which it's a 7-page bill. I've already linked it several times. I'm not going to do it again. But they can't actually go into what the bill says. They can't go in and say, you know, per K through 3, you are not going to teach the following things because they are not appropriate for that age level. They can't go in there and say that because they can't actually go and say, uh, we support teaching sex and gender and all that stuff to K through third graders. Because if you go out there and say that crap, honestly, you're going to have majority of parents. I don't care what side they all. They're going to be like, no, that's not. So you've got to spin it to make it sound like, it's anti rainbow people because that's how they got to do it. Well, Disney decided to insert their damn foot in their mouth and basically come out and say, "Oh yeah, we're going to work and get this law repealed, or we're going to go to the courts and get it voted back out through the legislation, or go through the courts." And literally, kind of came out and admitted they were going to try and buy legislators. And if you had heard the news, they had people on some of these news channels that were just like, "Oh, you think those Republican legislators are going to listen to the governor? Nope, they're going to listen to Disney. They're going to do what Disney wants." That did not happen. In the span of this week, Disney has now lost its self-governing and tax statuses. So that'll take effect in June of 2003. And as George Carlin would say, good, fuck them. I don't want to hear all this whining about Orlando County's going to maybe have to fix their own damn potholes. Okay. You had a special tax exemption status you've had for 50 damn years. You decided to run your mouth. And hey, according to what everybody likes to remind you of, Disney World brings in about $7.1 billion annually, about $119 million a day on average revenue. So I think you can afford about 60, 70, $80 million that you're now going to have to pay every year that you didn't have to for 50 years. So I'm all for it. I am absolutely all for it because this is not political. This is parents. This is everyday moms and dads who are like, this is supposed to be Disney World. This is supposed to be for everyone. And now you're making people not feel welcome or that they have viewpoints that you don't agree with, or you think we have viewpoints you don't agree with, that we're not welcome at Disney anymore. That's how people are feeling. I've heard chants, "The mouse is our rat," and I actually thought that was a pretty good one. So negotiations are pretty much over now. Now Disney's going to have to decide what they're going to do. And I keep hearing people, they're like, "Oh yeah, they'll just move. Just yeah, just move the 4 parks. Go ahead. That'll be easy. That'll be easy. Yeah, sure." Hey, Eric Sunder, how you doing? Yeah, let's move Disney World out of Orlando, Florida. Where are you gonna go? I mean, honestly, think about it. Where are they gonna go? They gonna go to Georgia? No. Georgia took the knee of got all kinds of crazy shit, last year for whatever something they passed, and it was you know all these liberals are like and woke places were all like, "Oh, we're not going to go back down there and make a movie or make a TV show." Okay, don't. You're not that important. In Disney World, I hate to say it, you ain't that important either. You are not big enough to not fail. Aravik, trust me, I'm not happy that I've been up since 4 a.m. my time and it's freaking Saturday. That's, yeah, I wish I wasn't. Because he can go to the moon for all I care. Yeah, exactly. I mean, where are you going to put Disney World? I mean, you think about one of the reasons why it's in Orlando is, well, it's Florida. You can go pretty much all year round to Disney World. The last time I went, when I lived in Tampa, we went during Christmas. We went in December. We were still able to go in the pool outside. So, the area's temperament, the climate's good for the most part. Summers do get hot and humid. There's no way around that because it's Florida. But where are you going to move? You're not going to move to New York. You're definitely not going to move it to California. You already got one there. You got Disneyland there. Hey, Mr. Lundell, how you doing? You know what, guys? If anybody wants to come on, let me go ahead and pop in the StreamYard link. You guys, anybody wants to come on? I still haven't figured out how to do the pin link yet, so maybe I'll figure that out at some point. Yeah, Disney lost big. Disney. I was watching a news outlet. One of the guys I like to listen to was doing a new, and this woman, I don't know her name, was so hell bent believing that they were like, these Republicans will bend to Disney. They will not listen to the governor. Except for the Senate passed it, the House passed it, and the governor signed it. So yeah, Disney, you shot yourself in the foot. But hey, as I always hear the other side say, maybe it's time you pay your fair share. Colorado, maybe. I just don't see it going up north, that far north. How are you going to? Somebody actually made a comment about Disney World opening in Canada, and it's like, okay, how often is it going to be open throughout the year? Nothing against Canada, but it is a much colder climate throughout the year. Yeah, Mr. Lundell, that is the absolute damn truth. Moms and dads do have the power. That's why this has not gone the way that the woke crowd thought it would. They've been so used to this idea that, hey, all we got to do is make a little noise. Twitter will back us up, the mainstream media will back us up, and we'll get these evil right wingers. We're going to take them down. They're going to bend to us because we're a corporation and we're bigger than them. That isn't happening like it used to. There may have been a time, but like Mr. Lundell said, I'm going to leave this one up. Moms and dads don't give a shit about politics when it comes to the safety of their kids. That is where this whole thing stems. This has nothing to do with the bill or anything in the bill. It's a small group of people pissed off, don't know anything about what the hell they're talking about, and just are like, Disney, you should have done more. Well, okay. I hope you're happy now, Disney. I really hope you are. You shot your ass in the foot. And I am of the belief that Disney needs Florida more than Florida needs Disney. But yes, they both do tend to need each other, at least for the short-term part of it. But eventually I believe Florida would recover from it. Hello, 47 Yorktown, Canada. One of these days I've actually got to get up there. I got to get my passport redone, and I'm close to the Canadian border, only about 5 hours away. I wouldn't mind going up there during the summertime, see some nice area. Walt knew what he was doing when he chose Florida for his signature theme park. In Florida, he can make money year-round. The only choice now is to build an island in the Pacific. That's a good thought. But yes, you're right, Mr. Lundell. Walt knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly where he was building that park. And unfortunately, as most of us know, he did not live to see it complete, but his brother finished it. Now, the Walt Disney family only owns about 3% of Disney anymore, so it is what it is. I don't know if it'd be much different now if Disney had still had some family that was running it. But they've been, these big corporations and stuff, they've been catering to this woke idea, and it's starting to get, it's been slowly getting rejected and rejected, and now it's starting to come to a head because parents are like, no, no, there's nothing wrong in this bill as far as we are concerned. We actually think this is an appropriate bill that is actually protecting our kids. Well, of course, like I said, if you read it, I mean, any person with at least like a fifth grade level education, I honestly believe could read this thing and understand there's really nothing bad in the bill. They have to make it out that way, mainly because folks, midterms are coming. November's coming, and yes, I know it's only April, but it's going to be May soon, and then we're going to be June, July, August, September, October, November. 6 months will be here pretty quick, and then it's all going to be an interesting, fun game. So it's about time for the midterm primary. So this shit's going to start heating up. What do we got here? What you got, Aravec? Have you ever been to Carowinds? They used to have a Star Trek exhibit. No, Aravik Sunder, I drove by Carowinds a lot of times, but never actually went to it. Mainly because that same reason why I didn't go to Busch Gardens. My kids were just too young at the time or not tall enough. Hey, BK Dan, how are you doing? It's great to see everybody. I hope you're all having a good Saturday. I know some of us are up early. Some of us are probably up later than we wanted. And yeah, it's just amazing all the crazy shit that happened this week. So Disney Plus, Netflix losing, Netflix stock tanking. And then one of my personal favorites, because I love this TikTok channel, not TikTok, well, technically, yes, this Twitter, Libs of TikTok. I absolutely love what she does. I've always enjoyed seeing some of the crazy shit that gets posted on there. Well, this is another one where you tried to cancel someone and it fucking backfired. So I'm sure many of you may or may not know there's a journalist, I use the term very loosely, who went after Libs of TikTok because what she is doing is classified as harmful, dangerous, and could put people's lives in jeopardy because she's reposting people who are supposedly educators and are talking about things that they publicly do in their class and talk about that could be considered grooming. And she is exposing that. And hey, you put the shit on the internet. You put it on TikTok just because people didn't, just because you don't like the fact that people are not agreeing with you and are like, no, you're not going to educate my children. You need to be teaching the 3 R's. You need to be teaching history. You don't need to be teaching my 4 or 5-year-old about sexual orientation or gender identity because that's not your role as an educator. So, of course, Taylor Lorenz went out, doxed her a couple weeks after throwing a fit about her getting doxed, which I don't agree with doxing. However, karma and turnabout is fair play. So, what happened? Libs of TikTok got a fucking jump, a boost. She's at 944K. I think when I first got around to her account, she was, I don't know, maybe 100K. And that's right, karma is a bitch. So yeah, I think that the cancel woke culture, these people that are going out there and trying to massage everything to, no, you're wrong. This is how it really is. You don't know what you're talking about, is not working anymore. And you can't just start calling people racial slurs or homophobics or calling them all this stuff because it's been overused and watered down so much, nobody gives a shit anymore. Because you can't really argue with most of what we're bitching about in entertainment. We're not asking you for much, just decent writing, decent stories, decent characters. Keep your woke crap out of it. Okay. And if you're going to put something in there that might actually be tagged along to what is current situations, how about you do it in a creative way instead of trying to throw it in people's faces like you think we're all stupid? Because let's be honest, we're not. Okay. We're the culture that, many of us, we're from the culture that used to plan days around and family thing around when a TV show came on. Hey, what's going on? It's Thursday night at 7 o'clock. What are you doing? Family and I are all watching Star Trek: The Next Generation. Well, because we didn't have DVRs, and if you missed the episode, it might be It might be until summer till that episode comes back on. Most importantly, why ask that you insult our intelligence? Yeah, that is the thing. We are not stupid people. We are very intelligent. We want good story. We want good mystery. We want good action. We want good characters. We don't want to see a Mary Sue and then a bunch of weak ass beta men. We want to see, a strong woman being complemented with strong men or other strong women that complement each other. Kind of like what Buffy did, or Alias, or Ripley, or Sarah Connor. God, if I really I could write an entire list. All the women from Star Trek, for crying out loud. There's, you can make strong characters without sacrificing. Hey, bud, I'm on hold with the airlines. Talk slow. You start talking fast, potato rev, and they may not understand you. So, yeah, guys, it has been an interesting freaking week of all kinds of crazy stuff going on. But I'm going to say the biggest win in this one is definitely Disney losing their 60-year status that they've had, their special privilege. That one I think is a big win, and I 100% support it. And I love how people are saying, "Oh, this is going to be the death knell for Florida." Like, no, I don't see that. Disney's going to have to rethink what they're doing, and they're going to have to pony up the money that they are now going to be required to do. But like I said, it's not like they can't afford it. So, hey, Disney, time to pay your fair share. I would not be surprised if they are going to try. Do they have that status in California? I don't think so. I do not think, no. I do not think they do. In fact, I think I heard that Disneyland is even operating at a loss right now. I don't know if that's completely accurate. It might have just been due to the beer bug shit, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if DeSantis wants to do. I mean, he's right now in a goop. He's up for governor again in November. Well, we'll see how that goes. But we are finally seeing the woke culture get their asses handed to them finally. Really starting to hit them where it counts, and starting to hit, because what's Disney going to do now? Is Disney going to listen to that small little group of land whales that got them in this mess to begin with still? Or are they going to be like, well, thanks, guys. We just screwed up and now going to cost ourselves millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars. We didn't have to if we just, maybe kept our mouths shut and been apolitical, like a lot of people would have preferred they stay. Because, yeah, you can sit here and bitch about it saying this is all because people hate the LGBTQ community, which is total bullshit. It's an overused trope. It has been. Nobody gives a damn. It's 2022. It's bullshit. We all know it. It's not about acceptance. It's about forcing people to accept your point of view, not accept the fact that they have a different point of view. Because if your point of view is different for them, you're wrong. And that's been hammered into people. And then they just call you a derogatory term, and you'd be like, "Oh, no, 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 that's not me." And now you get to a point where it's "Fuck you, you're an asshole. I don't give a shit what you call me anymore. You can call me every name under the goddamn sun." When it comes to parents, they're not going to care if you call them stuff because all they care about are their children. So yeah, you've been shooting yourself in the foot, and now you went after mama and papa bears. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, Disney should have stayed out of politics as an entertainment company, not a political lobbyist. Well, that's the funny thing. Apparently, they even admitted they were going to try and lobby this by some Republicans. I don't think they said it quite exactly like that, but they pretty much put the intent out there. And you had this one journalist, I guess. She was like, "Do you think those Republicans are going to listen to the governor?" No, my money's on the Disney lobbyists. That was a couple days ago, and that didn't age well at all. So, yep, Disney, you should have butted out. Netflix, I don't know what the hell you're trying to do here, but you're pissing people off. Disney, you've been pissing people off since you bought Star Wars. Let's just be honest. Lives at TikTok. Thrilled that you're kicking ass on Twitter and that you weren't. You've held your ground. You're not taking a knee. I respect that. So anyway, guys, about the 30-minute mark, I'm gonna head out of here. This was just a quick live. I think I might do these half-hour long ones on like maybe a Saturday, just kind of go through what's been going on through the week and just kind of put all that together. Next up, should have my Sonic 2 review done today and uploaded today and tomorrow if all goes well. Jack Beers and Alicia AVP and I will be talking history of film and movies again. Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, folks, you all have a great one. Enjoy your Saturday. Have a blessed Sunday. Peace.
I'm going to give you my phone.